Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dark and Darker. This is a game that I've been playing recently, and it's kind of like Tarkov in a way that you go into an area and you get loot and then you get out, and that's pretty much what Dark and Darker is. It's about just getting better loot. As you can see, now obviously I'm gonna go over a lot of what I play and stuff like that. But yeah, essentially, Dark and Darker is just Tarkov with fantasy. It truly is, and it's fun. Alright, this is fun. I never thought I'd have fun with it, but it's fun. So this is just my inventory. This is just all the crap you get when playing the game. Going into dungeons. I'm playing fighter today. There are different classes and stuff, as I'll show you right now. If we go to character select, this game is free also. Real fast, this game is free, but you're only bound to one character, and you can't use the market. But yeah, these are all the types of. I got a wizard, I got a cleric, I got a rogue, and I have a bard and stuff like that. But today we're gonna be playing with the fighter, because I have the most luck and the most fun with the fighter. You do fight players, but there's also PvE to do in here. Now, I'm not going to go into the Frost Mountain because that place is death, and I dislike Frost Mountain, but it is a challenging place. But I want to go over some of the other stuff. So with free, you can have access to the market. Now, this is useful when you're building your kit and stuff like that. You can also sell stuff and do that. Now you have to wait a couple of real long time for you to use trading posts. I think also selling items. This game is not really there's no real learning curve. If you guys remember Mordhau and you guys remember my Chivalry videos, this is kind of what this video is going to be like. It's just going to be some gameplay that's not Fallout 4 related. It's only gonna be like 20 something minutes. It's not really. It's like how I used to do videos. Even that I could do an hour long video of Dark and Darker, but I feel like 20 something minutes is just better. Anyways, as a new character, you will, if you bought the game or not, either way, really fast, you want to look to the bottom right over here, and you'll see quest log, and you want to just accept all. So as you're doing quests, you gain experience, which is very helpful early on because you need to get your perks. So there's 1 to the 15, this one's 5, 10, and then this one unlocks at 15. Now, I have perks. I'm running the Sword Mastery, Defense Mastery, I'm running Swift, and I'm running Projectile Resistance, with my abilities being Sprint and Second Wind. Very useful. But yeah, you really want to do it. No matter what class you play, you really want a power level. Now, of course, every class has unique perks to them. They all do different things. Weapon Mastery is pretty cool because you get to use any weapon. They buffed this recently because it used to give you negative 10% power for not using a nave weapon. Now it's just this. Now you can use it whenever. Also, with Quest, I'm gonna show you the armorer. Now you can buy armor. You can buy armor and stuff like that from here. Probably gonna be your best place if you're the merchant. You can sell things like that. But the thing that you most really want to do as soon as you make a new character is go to your squire. Your squire will have not all these things. It will not have everything in here. It will have a select items that you will spawn with. Now, recently I did enough armorer quests that I got him up to white. There's gray, white, uncommon, rare, epic, and then legendary. And then there's the unique. But yeah, you want to just equip your potions, your whatever weapon you want to use, stuff like that. I like using longsword, honestly. But yeah, that's essentially what you want to do is you want to do all the quests. As you can see, if you do more quests for the surgeon, you'll get better bandages. They're not worth it. They're really not. You're just better off staying with your normal ones. But as you already got white healing potions, I mean, they say they're. I don't really like they last for shorter, which is giving you more HP faster. But stuff like that. And then obviously each one of these merchants, the armor is good for heavy armor, Taylor's good for light. Leather worker, obviously good for like gloves and stuff like that. Now, sometimes when you die, the goblin merchant will have service over here, and you can actually claim back some of your items that you lost. Now, I don't normally go in there with anything, but hey, here it is, Goblin Caves. Let's get into it. Let's go straight to the Goblin Caves and see what's cracking in the Goblin Caves. It's probably the place that I recommend new players go to if you've never played this game before or ever heard of it. The sound might be a bit loud because what is it? You want to hear people. You can actually hear people and stuff like that. I have my sound pretty loud. I don't know if it'll be loud in the recording because I have different audio settings, but yeah, you definitely want to be very aware. Dungeon awareness is something, or map awareness is something you should really be good. There's like 3 maps. There's the Frost Mountains I said we're not going on. Then there's the Crypts, and then there's the Goblin Cave. Now, I'm going to do the Goblin Cave and the Crypts in this video. And essentially, you can either look for people to fight, or you can just do what I like doing and looting everything you come across. Now, this is PvE content right here. This is where you gotta deal with the goblins in the Goblin Cave. There's also mummies and sometimes skeletons. Depending on your class, depends on how tanky you are and everything. So, you know, you can obviously like play like Warlock and be tanky. Essentially, you can be tanky with Warlock because they could wear plate if you want to go tanky. But I mean, hey, play whatever you want. There's Druid, Warlock, Wizard, Fighter. Obviously, is what we're playing. Barbarian, Bard, and I think I mentioned Rogue. Is there one? They all have different play styles. And some people like, oh, and Cleric. Cleric is like DPS, but like tanky. Sorry, not DPS. Cleric's tanky. But they could be used. They could be used for DPS as well. Almost everybody's good for DPS. Another thing I forgot to show, but I'll show after we get out of here, is this game accepts 3 people in a team. Now, you gotta be very aware that pre-teaming is very bad, and I mean, pre-teaming is essentially going out of your way and teaming up with randos. It's okay to team up with your friends that you meet on the Discord or whatever, but I mean, teaming up with just randos in a match just to kill somebody. Ooh, that's a blue. Now, you see, this is blue. Teaming up with someone to kill somebody is against the rules, and you will get banned for it. So if I see some pre-teaming, or I'm fighting a guy and our guy comes in, usually I just kind of just walk away. Like, yeah, I just let them handle with it. Now, it's usually good to walk away, but sometimes you'll be on the receiving end. You know, you're fighting someone, you run off somewhere, and you know, that person, you know, sees another person, like, hey, help me out, you know. There could be instances, of course, where, you know, you're not helping and you just so happen to actually, let's go to the middle. Let's go to the middle. As you probably notice on the screen, I'm looting everything I can. That's just what I like doing. You don't have to do this. Some people just play the game purely for PvP. There are content creators like that. Me, I play to loot. I like looting. And there are different gear score. Something I forgot to mention. Let me take out this guy and we'll talk about gear score. Because you probably noticed that was that blue thing. And gear score has everything to do. So right here, your gear score. Mine's 36 and it was like 20 when we came in here. So there's the message will pop up will be 25 and under. So if you're at 25, I think you'll still be in the Timmies. They call them Timmies here. It's a Turkov or whatever. It was a term from Turkov, and they essentially, it's just a noob. Essentially, if you guys on my channel know, we deal with players who have no experience whatsoever. Now, they're not bad, okay? There's a difference between playing bad and a noob that doesn't know what the hell is going on. Alright? Now, Dark and Darker is all about strategy, alright? It's all about strategy, and it's all about, you know, how you deal in a situation. Now, obviously, you get your ass kicked by the mobs. This was an elite one. But yeah, 25 and under, you'll be with noobs, or Timmies as they're called. And of course, what is it? Then there's the next gear racket, which is 125. That once you pass 125, you'll be getting into lobbies with people with mainly good gear and people who are professional at the game and actually want to kick your ass. I'm not saying they don't like make. Not saying those people don't make a 125 character and call it a day. And I'm hoping we find some people. I ain't seeing nobody. But yeah, if we don't find nobody, we don't find nobody. We're gonna go on another thing. Now there is another game that came out called Dungeonborn. Oh fuck, in here. Dungeonborn is a video that I'm going to make. It's not going to be in this video. I'm not going to record, I'm not going to really put it in this video. Essentially, it is like Dark and Darker, but with more, easier. Combat to me feels a lot smoother. I haven't really played it that much, but I'm not going to really make a video about it either. It's just be aware that there's another game that's probably a little bit better, in my opinion. I only played like a little bit of it. Streamers, you can find a streamer playing it, honestly. And Dungeonborn is pretty cool. Visually, I think it's visually great. I think it looks way better than Dark and Darker, and I play at very low settings. And yeah, the mobs act very different if you count on like mob awareness and stuff, but it's kind of different, kind of not. Animation completely fucking overhauled. It's crazy. There are secrets in these dungeons too, so I don't know where this one is, but that's a secret. You can go into another room and shit like that. And of course down there are spiders. We're not going to deal with them. They're just annoying. I was going to go to middle, because usually you might find people. So you find people here. Now you can see on the top right, people are dying to people, and also the cave troll. The cave troll is a boss. This game has bosses you could fight with, and they are deadly. They are something else. Oh, I thought he died. They are deadly. The cave troll is not that deadly. The cave troll is probably something you want to experiment with when you're doing bosses. Ooh, the door's open, so let's go see if we can find some people. Let's heal up and see if we can find some folk. But yeah, the cave troll is not hard. He's not hard to deal with. He's actually a really good starter. Then you have the hell bosses, which this is hell. We will probably go to hell just for the sake of the video. We will go to hell. Yeah, they went this way. Yep, this is mid. So usually on Goblin Caves, you go to mid, there's usually people around. A lot of PvPers go to mid. And that's because it's just how it is. You can also mine ore. That's kind of the fun part. So that's cobalt right there. Hell has ruby silver, which is pretty cool. You always gotta be aware. Now you can always take your pickaxe, go in the mid, go mining. There is gold to mine, but you gotta kill the other boss on this map, which is the Cyclops. Now the Cyclops is a bit more challenging. People do it solo. People like really well streamers and even YouTubers. They know how to just cheat. Well, not really cheat, but like, you know, kind of just what's the term I'm looking for? They kind of just well, I don't know what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is just an elite enemy. This is the centipede. I'm gonna kill it. The centipede, there are like I mean, it's not really elite, but it's kind of like I would say like a challenging opponent. They hurt, and they're really not that bad. You probably want to stay away from mobs, honestly, when you're PvPing. But it's always good to clear as well. Now, something that is unique with playing fighter is I think you can parry as well for when you're using the longsword, but parrying is very useful. Now, I can't parry to save my life, but essentially you'll do this. I'm gonna wait for him to hit me. Boom. And that move I just did was a repost, and it hurts. Ooh, he had Frannies. Now, these sell well in the market, the green ones do. I would have a shield potion with me, but I forgot to go to my squire. But yeah, shield potion, keep your health up. I know they just nerfed Rogue. I saw a video about how Rogue got nerfed, and I'm not really a Dark and Darker like Let's Player. I mean, this is gonna be like how we did Chivalry. You know, I haven't played Chivalry in God knows how fucking long. It's just, I don't know, I just don't feel like playing Chivalry. I I really don't. Chivalry is a fun game, and there's no learning curve whatsoever. But I've been having more fun playing Dark and Darker, just looting and looking for people to fight. But other than that, yeah, no, the cheese. That's what I was looking for. They cheese the boss, which is very hard to do, by the way. But you know, everybody's different. Everybody's got their way of playing. Some people are really good at this game. People like me are shit at this game. Yeah, so that is a skeleton champion. We're not going to deal with him. We're just going to go back to the middle. And hopefully we find someone that's like show you some PvP. We might find people on the other map. PvP is a big thing about this game. It will be a life or death situation. And so we got some player probably went this way. I didn't go that far, obviously. Oh no, they didn't. That chest is open. Now, I'll show you how to escape. Now, when you're playing solos, it's easy to escape. You see that over there? There'll be a rope that I think I think someone already went through it, actually. Let me come see. You can hit X to put your weapon away, movement speed. Yeah, I think someone already went through this. Yeah, because that rope would have just came down by now. Why don't we just keep looking? Let's look for our escape. Now you move faster with your weapon, holstered and everything. Movement speed's a big thing. Okay, movement speed determines a lot of shit. And then PDR, which we'll go over once we exit out of here. We'll go over PDR and stuff like that. PDR is basically your physical damage reduction. And you might hear my brother, but hey, look at it. Someone opened up all the port. Oh, someone was there. He just left. All right, let's get out of here. Damn, I was a wizard too. I was gonna fight him. So yeah, you can see there was other people, as you can see, stuff like that. But yeah, let's exit out of here and let's go over the advanced stats that you can look at. So if you go to your if you go over to here, your stash, you'll see open more details. This tells you quite literally everything you need to know. Your movement speed is a big thing. Now, I don't play with movement speed that much. Your regular interaction speed's important. Lots of things. Buff, everything. But the thing you want to keep in mind is PDR, which is physical damage reduction. Mine is pretty damn high. You want to have this kind of high, but kind of at the same time, you got to balance that with your movement speed. The heavier armor you put on, the slower you're going to become. Now, obviously, Fighter has a perk that kind of reduces. That's not really big. When you look at like 10% projectile reduction, it's really not that much, but you can make a difference. The other thing is the shop. There are skins that give you certain, I guess, buffs, if you want to say. It's just they can't, like the Lycan. They give you 4 more vigor and 10% headshot damage reduction, but you cannot wear headgear. That is actually a big debuff. If you want to debuff yourself, that's the way to go. Lizardmen get armor. There is an orc, which I don't have, but as you can see, you get these blue things. I'll tell you in a second how to get them. I'm going to pick Orc just because, well, I'm an Orc. That's my OC. Triumphant level is counted on everything. So this gives you more detail about it, but essentially it's from extracting and the stuff you did in the dungeon. You get XP for doing almost anything by looting chests or by leaving the dungeon or killing players. Or just all three at the same damn time. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna put our loot away really fast. We didn't really, do any PvP, unfortunately. I was kind of bummed out about that, but hopefully in this next map we can. But your treasure you collect that you don't want, you can easily go to the collector and sell it all. That's kind of your money maker. That's what I do for money. That, and I also sell items as well. I could show you what the thing is, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you what the market's like. So you go to trade, you go to market, you'll see all this stuff. But if you go to my listings, you'll see I have expired stuff, and then I have AL and stuff like that. And I'm gonna run through real quickly how to sell an item. So let's say we take this purple crystal sword. Now I was lucky enough to find it. I think it's worth a lot. Let's go look it up. You'll go to the market, then you'll go in here and you'll type in the, what was it, there it is, right here. Crystal Sword. Your rarity is going to be epic, because it's purple, and then you want to select all the attributes that are with it. So, armor penetration is one of them. Armor penetration. Then you have magical healing, which I guess is okay. Yep. Magical healing, and then you have more max health. Now, if you don't know, the crystal sword is pretty shit. So you're not really be finding, yeah. So you get like stuff like magical healing. So then you compare. So if I have one, that has one. I have 3 magical healing. I have 5.3% armor penetration and 4 more max health. And as you see, this person has there. So as you can see, this person has 5.4, 6, and he has 3, and you can view all these things. So I think I'm gonna sell mine for around 320 this time. I'm gonna sell it for 320 gold, just because I'm somewhere in the middle. Now, of course, you can price whatever you want, whenever you want. That's basically how the market works. Really easy to understand, and that is only available to people who have bought the game and stuff like that. That's kind of how they get you, but you can very well play this game for free. That's the fun part. And Dungeonborn, you can play that for free. I don't think there's any paid-to-win stuff whatsoever on there. You know what, fuck it. Let's go to Ice. Crypts I wanted to show you guys, but we're going to go on the Ice map to show you why I hate the Ice map. I hate the Ice map because the Ice map is pretty fucking deadly. There is not a time in the world where I either die to the mobs or die. At least while I'm playing something different. If I'm playing fighter, I normally don't die to mobs, but probably because I'm just not that skilled at the game. I'm not really that well skilled with it. I just kind of do my own thing, and of course, like everything on my channel, we do things to have fun. We play games to have fun. We don't really. The only thing I took seriously was hang on, my dog has a bottle. He's been finding bottles. But yeah, like For Honor was the only game I actually took pretty seriously. I had a very fun time with For Honor. And I always look back on those old videos. Really good. I was a really good Shigoki player, but hey, I like bouncing around my heroes. So you'll notice as I got hit there, I'm slowed. That's the other shitty thing about this fucking map, is that these fucks freeze you, and you don't want to be slowed. Slowed is very bad. Slowed is like the worst thing that could ever happen to you. We'll probably die to some players. Well, we'll probably die to some players. Not that, we'll be slowed like to all hell. Oh, and that's just a death skull. Or death bat. Or not really death bat, it's just death skull. We could go to hell. So there is going to hell on here, and since this is like, there's 2 hells. There's the Crypts hell, and then there is the Ice hell. Ice hell is where the Wendigo is, where the Wyvern is. It's where a lot of more deadlier mobs are. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go to Ice hell. Personally, I don't want to go to Ice hell. If we'll even make it, because goddamn, I'm taking a lot of damage. Now, if I have a quest item, we are probably not going to go there, because these zombies here drop frozen eyes, and I need those, which I can demonstrate the eyes. I can definitely demonstrate why doing quests is very important, but at the same time, always have fun. If you're not having fun in the game, what are you doing? Come on. The whole goal is to have fun. relax and not worry about anything whatsoever. No eyes. He had armor. Shit, that didn't phase me. Yeah. But yeah, always have fun. That's something you should always make sure. Now, if you play games competitively and you make a living off doing it competitively, congrats to you, because man, I wish I could do that. Not really with the competitive thing, but like just be a regular content creator. But I love all you guys on my channel. I love all of you. You guys honestly are like the best audience ever. Of course, no, I'm not fucking with him. I ain't fucking with him. I can't get to him. I do have a crossbow, but that shit's just gonna take forever. But yeah, I value all you guys' support. I actually noticed on my channel, my Sea of Thieves video, that was like very long. It was like typically an hour. I know if you're new to my channel, an hour is like, oh, what are you talking about? Hours are new. Well, before I put the new rule of doing an hour on regular videos, or on series videos, I should say, I essentially, oh, this is the Wolf Cave. Yeah, I essentially did not play, that's a player too. Alright, he ain't going nowhere. Nope, 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 I want me some blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Damn it. Damn. I'm gonna have to use my ability. Oh, that sucks. We might lose this. We might lose. We might lose, but you know what? That's okay. Damn it! Oh my god, he's on my ass, guys. Gotta make him want it. See, he should just stuck to range. Yeah, he should just stuck to range, but I think these guys are gonna do me in. Oh yeah. Alright. He should just stuck to doing range. He would have just absolutely shit on me. He would have just murdered me if he stuck to range. So that's PvP. You use the mobs around you to just, you know, fuck with them. If that was a Slayer fighter, I think I would be even more fucked. But now I'm going to demonstrate the campfire. I'm just healing up a little bit here. Let me just drink another potion. I'm going to demonstrate the campfire. Now, when you play fighter and you use second wind, you don't get it back unless you are planting a campfire down. And you know what? I think the reason why he went to melee is because he probably ran out of arrows. I don't know. We'll check his body. But as you can see in the bottom left, not all the way, like the bottom middle left, you'll see that little white thing. That thing is your ability recharging, and it takes pretty fucking forever for a campfire to do that. As you can see, my ability is back, and I'm at full HP. Let's go loot the guy and see what he had. To be honest with you, he probably ran out of arrows, but at the same time, I mean, he may not. Maybe he felt lucky. Let's see. Nope, he had arrows. He definitely had arrows, so I don't know what he was thinking. That's handled. I forgot to always bring extra medical supplies. Yeah, no, he had arrows. So if he were to stay with shooting me with arrows, he would have killed me. Like 100%, I would have died, and there was like nothing I can do about it. Nothing at all. Right, so this is, was it the Wolf Cave? Now I think hell is, this is the pyramid room. I actually need to escape now. Is this? No, this is the boss room. So there's like other bosses in the game that you can fight. That boss is one of them. He's the more easier ones, to be honest. He's the more easier one. We're not going to be fighting him because there's no point to. But a really good thing you want to do is close doors behind you and clear around the area. Give yourself some room to fight. Always give yourself some room, breathing room to fight. Because you don't want to end up like that last fight we were in, and we almost lost. Now, if he literally just stuck to shooting arrows, that would have worked. And you notice, even with my 10% reduction to range damage, he was still doing damage to me. That's why strategy is more important. Now, you see, that's the exit right there. But we'll fight this guy just to demonstrate what a boss is. Because, we didn't really fight anything. We got PvP. So, this guy is big, and you could beat him up. Oh, I think I'm stuck, actually. Right. So, you can beat him up. Usually, there's strategies you can do. You can try parrying him. I can't parry him to help my life. This might get me killed, but you know what? It's okay, guys. Alright, so sometimes it's best to just retreat a little bit, get some health back, and then continue fighting the boss. Yep, that shield blocked it. Okay. And there you go, he's dead. Now, these guys will be part of a quest, too, that we'll have to do eventually. It'll be a quest to kill. You have to kill the giants. But that's really later on and shit like that. That's not really anything, important right now. I obviously collect all. If you don't have intact skulls or broken skulls, collect it. Hoard that shit. Because you could go on the marketplace and buy it, but the problem is it'll have handled with it, and from what I've seen, if an item is handled, it does not allow you to turn it in. And you see that opened up. We're getting out of here. We are not going to Ice Hell. I am not going to Ice Hell. I'd rather die than go to Ice Hell. But yeah, as you can see, these are what other people are doing. Let's go look around, see what these other people are doing. This is a barbarian. Now, if you want to look at their stuff, this is the barbarian. He is executioner. He is savage. Barbarian's really good for damage. Honest opinion. Like, that is my honest opinion. Look at this guy just stacked his shit. And obviously, barbarians do a lot of damage, but they're just slow. Their thing is that they are slow movement speed, but there are people who built them around being fast, and they are really deadly fucking barbarians. But in my opinion, any class is deadly, no matter what you play. Anything could be deadly. Like, if that other guy that we fought, I believe he was a fighter too, if he were to continue to shoot me, he would have killed me, because I was really low on HP, and there's no way I could survive. Now, he doesn't know how low I am. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why he felt like he can get me at the one shot. But yeah, with that being said, though, that's going to be the end of this video. Again, I hope you guys like the new thing we're doing with Dark and Darker being our game we play just every now and then. It's not going to be like every week or anything like that. It's just that whenever I feel like, hey, I need a break, let's go play a different game and record it, obviously. But yeah, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Leave a like, comment down below about what you do on Dark and Darker, or like Dungeonborn. Tell me about that game, because I only played like maybe 10 minutes of it. I didn't really like it. I just don't feel like diving in again to a whole new, game. But yeah, see you guys in the next one.